The most accessible arm balance transitions, that is going from one arm balance to the next, require a tremendous amount of core strength and also hip mobility, in addition to arm and shoulder and forearm strength to support the wrists. But let me show you what I mean. So say you've seen someone go from a crow pose to Ashtavakrasana. Maybe up and around. Watch my hip. Maybe Ekapada Kundinyasana 2. Crazy, huh? Yeah. So firstly, you'll need to be able to do those postures individually, and I also recommend you do some forearm strengthening wrist warm-ups before engaging in this exercise. If you don't know how to do these, you can look through my feed, or better yet, buy my app that comes out later this month, where we have a whole yoga video encyclopedia of just about every posture under the sun broken down, in addition to a ton of classes on wrist stability. Okay, so we're going to focus this class on the core aspect and the shoulder strengthening to a degree and hip mobility. So that's the ability for me to weave my leg through my arms with a level of ease. We'll start off with a single pigeon hold. In your single pigeon, you'll have your shin mostly parallel to the front of your mat. You won't be sitting on the outer hip, but instead you'll be lifted so the hips are more level. And then from there, the shin is grounded. The inner and outer ankle of the front foot is even, so the foot is flexed. And from here, once again, we're feeling the outer hip of the back leg reach forward, the outer hip of the front leg draw back, and you'll fold in. After a minute hold on each side, we'll do a Lolasana. Chest forward, knees up, maybe one foot, maybe two. And you'll hold it as long as you can. If you can just hold it for a second, great, starts there. And we repeat twice, okay? And if you can't get both feet off the floor, it's fine to have the feet down. Continue to think of pulling the knees into the chest and reaching the chest forward. At this point, you'll know you need to have warmed up your wrists. Once you've done those two Lolasanas, we're going to revisit the hip work. For this one, you'll start in a lunge position, and then you'll lift the big toe side of your foot up and start to drop the knee to the side. And then on the exhale, you'll pull it in. Inhale, lowering. And my inner and outer ankle are still even. There's stability in the ankle, so it's not sickled. And the knee is in a safer position. We pull it in. Inhaling lower, exhale, pull it in. You'll do that 10 times on each side. If at this point you need a little rest, you take a child's pose. And remember, a break isn't broken. It's just a momentary reprieve. You're still engaged and ready to continue practicing after you've had your extra little moment. Then we'll come back. Lolasana again. Chest forward, one knee, both knees, one foot, maybe both. We hold for as long as we can. Maybe we dare ourselves to hold it for an extra second. And then we revisit, showing you guys from the profile. My foot is forward, the back knee is lifted, and I lower, exhale, pull it in. One of the reasons we keep the back knee lifted is for Ekapada Kundinyasana 2, because we need the hip flexor mobility there, and it's just a nice opportunity to further stretch the hips as you're doing these windshield wiper lower and lifts. And this time you'll do 15 on each side, and then again, 2 Lolasanas. Then we do 20 on each side. Then again, 2 Lolasanas. Then you take a child's pose. You might be done for the day, or you might be ready to experiment with your floating and flying. Maybe you're feeling fatigued and you save that floating and flying for the next time, but I guarantee you, you will be building sustainable strength and flexibility that will transform your practice. Go ahead, you give it a try.